Okay, we finally got it back. We finally straight. I apologize about that, y'all, but I told y'all, like I said, I don't like doing anything half beat. But I'm gonna just jump into this one and then go along as I get into it. But this one is gonna be about Scorpio season. I know originally it's the same thing. I just changed the title around a little bit, but it's gonna be the Scorpio season is here. Slash, it's a reason for the Scorpio season. You know, one thing you got to realize is that you go into this season is very intense. And I'm gonna give y'all a little. I give everybody a little time usually, but I'm gonna just jump into this one a little bit. One reason you got to understand when you go into this season, it's not just a lot of people. It's not just some type of popular slogan like a holiday or some type of repetitive something repetitive. You just say just to say it because it sound good. Because you see people put it on their posts. You see, a lot of people are Scorpios, even, but a lot of Scorpios don't even know what the real meaning of Scorpio is. Just because they a Scorpio don't mean they really know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Don't really mean they have an idea because they might not even be mature. They might not even know what's going on. So I'm bringing this to y'all. Like you got to realize, like when you dealing with us, you dealing with you. It's not just a day. It's not just a particular time that hits on the calendar. When you enter into this time period, you know you got to understand you entering a time period that's going to match that Scorpio's personality. And I'm gonna give y'all a little time. Like I said, let me get a. Y'all know how I do. Let me set up. Give y'all a little time to come in, but I'm gonna do a little outline as we get started and talk to y'all for a little bit. You know, I'm gonna just do a little summary for myself for y'all. It's like lately, like since I've been into the Scorpio season, it's been a lot of intensity. It's been a lot of very. I'm gonna go into that characteristic first. It's very intense. Like it's just like the Scorpio man's personality. It's like as soon even before I enter it, like the first couple of days before Scorpio season even started, it's like I felt the intensity. It's like intense, like feelings, like strong, passionate feelings, just as though you dealing with a Scorpio man. It's like the time period, the time frame, like the things that are going on around you and that Scorpio man, the life situations around that Scorpio man's, your relationships, everything is just super as intense as the Scorpio man itself. Let me set up and get that for y'all. Let me get everything straight. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat room, please. That's all I ask. Um, I will definitely put my links in and stuff like that, but I'll make sure I also put my thing in so in case y'all want to donate. Hey, Miss Virgo Nation. Hey, Miss Isha, baby. Hey, and I'm gonna do a bonus for y'all. If y'all come in and show enough love, I'm gonna do a bonus video for y'all. I'm gonna do one of the I'm gonna do one of the other zodiac signs. I'm gonna do the Cancer. I'm gonna do all about the Cancer, but y'all gotta show some love with this video. If y'all show me enough love on this video, I'll go into it. But I'm gonna still make this one a very good video, the best video that I can. But if y'all show me some love, I'm gonna definitely bring that one for y'all. I'm gonna bring the videos to y'all anyway, but if y'all show some love, I'll bring it faster. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. And just like I said, like ever since the last couple of days, like it's been extremely intense. It's just been like these extreme intense feelings, like this intense feelings like of everything. It's like everything is gonna be almost unorthodox in a certain way, but it's at the same time everything's gonna be at full circle. Everything's gonna be straight to the point. Everything's gonna be honest. Everything's gonna be real. Just as the Scorpio man's personality, you're gonna start seeing the different changes in the atmosphere. It's not gonna be like you would go through different seasons where you would see like the Scorpio man, where you see him being a lot more quieter. When a lot of people think about the Scorpio man, they think a man that's very quiet, a man that's not going to really talk. But in the Scorpio season, you're going to start seeing the intense change in that man. You're going to start seeing the reality of that Scorpio man. You're going to start seeing the real personalities highlighted. They're already there, but because are very introverted and very reserved, you're going to start seeing them come out to play during the Scorpio season. It's not that a certain days that it's just a day because it's Scorpio's birthdays. Now, when you actually go into the Scorpio season, it's like all the highlights of that personality are going to start playing into life itself. It's going to be like, life imitating the Scorpio, life imitating the individual. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Scorpio season, you got to think about like that. It's going to be like the time period in the next couple of weeks, imitating, directly imitating that individual, directly taking into play of that individual. You're gonna start understanding like, okay, you like, wow, these last couple of days they are so intense. Are they gonna feel? They're gonna feel a lot darker. It's gonna feel normal. It's gonna like you're gonna start seeing the Scorpio man excel through the Scorpio season, but during for other people, they're not gonna. It might not feel as comfortable on other people's shoulders that are surrounded by the Scorpio because it's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff. You're gonna start seeing dramatic things, dramatic swings. Just like the people say, oh, Scorpio man has a very passionate and very extreme way. You're gonna start seeing these things take into place. Let me see. Hey, Cole, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. You're going to start seeing all the intense changes. You're going to start seeing the Scorpio man going to a full swing. You're going to start seeing the Scorpio man going to a full emotional, almost metamorphosis because a lot of times we don't really bring out our full potential. We don't bring out our full personality because we know how extreme it could be. We know how hard it could take. Like even now, when I first started the video, like it's like I have to. It's like a lot of times when we deal with Scorpio, it's hard to explain. But I told y'all Scorpio season, so I'm gonna bring it to y'all for real. Like when you go into the season, a lot of times we enter things with a more reserved, with the more apprehensive attitude. So we don't automatically come off like, boom, I'm a Scorpio, oh, up in your face, oh, this is me. We're not those type of individuals. We gradually feel our way in. We gradually move towards relationships. We gradually move towards commitment. We gradually move towards evolving and maturing. We gradually you know what I'm saying? So during the Scorpio season, it's not going to be gradual. It's going to be expeditiously. It's going to be right, like boom. It's going to be speedy. It's like everything that we are usually apprehensive about. A lot of our personality traits that we usually try to curve, because a lot of people don't understand when you're dealing with a Scorpio man. We curve our personality. We don't show it right away. That's why we don't try to be conniving or try to be sneaky or come off as being unrecognizable. You got to understand when you're dealing with us, you're dealing with an individual that's very. It's almost the battle of the minds. When you think of the Scorpio, you think about the battle of the minds. So in the battle of the spirits, you know what I'm saying? It's almost it's something. It's extreme. It's almost like a saga, you know what I'm saying? So as you enter the Scorpio season, you're gonna start seeing all these sagas taking place, especially if you've been with him for a while. He's gonna start showing you the highlights of his life. He's gonna start showing you the highlights of his personality. He's gonna start showing you the highlights of the life in itself. It's not just all about, oh, so I'm a Scorpio, so I'm gonna just be this way. I'm gonna just act this way because I'm a Scorpio or whatever. Nah, it's not that at all. You're gonna start seeing us going into full circle because it's the Scorpio season. It's gonna start. It's right for us. It's just right for us. It's almost like, just like I told y'all, just like it's the fall, just like the fall season that the entering, it's going to be just like the Scorpio. It's just going to be just like the season. You're going to start seeing the changes. You're going to start seeing him becoming more outgoing. You're going to start seeing him become more outspoken. You're going to start seeing him become um, extremely aggressive. You're going to start seeing him being a lot more to himself, a lot more truer to himself. Things that he will usually let slide. He's not going to let slide. You know what I'm saying? With in different relationships, that Scorpio woman is not going to let certain things slide. Certain things that might agitate him, he's gonna be like right there on the spot. But it's gonna make sense. It's gonna start making sense. It's gonna start being more understood because as you enter this season, you're gonna start understanding him. I know I'm going in real fast, so let me slow down. because I know it's Scorpio season, so I'm being very intense right now. So I'm trying to bring it to y'all for real, because it's Scorpio season. So I'm bringing it to y'all a piece of what y'all gonna be dealing with. This is only a piece of what you're gonna be dealing with. This is the piece of what you're gonna actually see, because as you enter the Scorpio season, you're gonna see the highlights of a person of strength. You're gonna start seeing the highlights of his full emotion, his full passion, his full you know characteristic traits of his personality. You're gonna start seeing those, even if you are a less even if you start seeing less and less. Desiree, I appreciate you putting links, but don't put no link unless you putting a PayPal link, moderate, putting some other link. I'm just messing with you, but don't just put that link. Put my link too. Come on now. Y'all know how we are. Don't do that. But I appreciate you know all the love and everything. So you gotta understand when you deal with us, just like I just did. Like you're gonna start seeing like certain things that we would let slide. He gonna be like, no, I don't want you to share. I don't want to share no time with that person. I don't want to go hang with that person. I don't want to go chill with those person. I don't want to pretend to be nice and get along with those people. It's like the certain characteristic traits that we would usually bring out. Because one thing people don't understand about us is we don't try to go for this being over the top, this being this evil individual, being this crazy individual, something like that. No, when you're dealing with us, you got to understand we try to be cool, we try to be cordial, be calm, yeah, dap, cool, slap, whatever, soul, peace, and Afro grease. But if you get out of line, you're gonna get that full throttle. We're not gonna push you out the way. We're gonna hurl you out the way. It's not gonna be like, oh, God, body, I'ma just, you know how people are, be like, be looking as soon as you enter the door, they looking at you all in your face. A lot of times we put our sunshades on, I just look the other way. But it's like in the Scorpio season, we walk through the doors like people gritting on us, looking at us like this, like what you looking like? I'm looking at you too. Like yeah. What's up? You know what I'm saying? It's the Scorpio season. It's not gonna be any beating around the bush. He's not gonna try to tiptoe around his enemies. It's like during Scorpio season, it's like we playing fullback. It's like we playing I don't know if I'm saying it right, 'cause I haven't played in a while, but it's like you playing the fullback. It's like a running back. It's like we going straight through whatever. It's like whatever problems that's been blocking him, whatever super emotions that's been blocking our minds, whatever writer's block, whatever that we've been having, everything's going to start coming to clear. It's almost like when you come into the Scorpio season, it's just like the Scorpio personality. It's like when you dealing with us, it's like we cut the grass and keep our grass super cut, and don't deal with the whole lot of shadiness. Don't deal with the whole lot of sneakiness, stuff hidden under covers. It's just gonna be like that. We chop everything down to size. It's like during the Scorpio season, he's gonna be very precise. He's gonna know exactly who's on his team. He's gonna know exactly who's not. He's gonna be able to call it right on the head. It's not gonna be like, oh, let me dwell on it. Oh, let me see. Let me put together. Oh, she might be with me. Or oh, he might be my brother. Oh, this person might love me. No, it's gonna be like, oh, bingo. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. It's gonna be like boom. Like it's not no guessing. It's not what my boy JT Money said. He said trying to guess us is like a pop quiz. It's just like the same thing. It's like we not gonna have to guess. It's gonna be like boom, like okay, a fried, okay, a greedy, okay, a glutton, okay, a beautiful person, okay, a spiritual person, okay, a foolish man, okay, he's stupid, okay, he's selfish, okay, he careless, okay, she's self-absorbed, okay, she's a social media rat, okay, she's brainwashed, okay, she's intelligent, okay, it's just like boom, 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 move out the way. I ain't got time to deal with you. Okay, move, you silly man. Move, you don't even know what you're talking about. Move. It's just like we playing linebacker. It's like during the Scorpio season, it's like we already know, we can call it right on the head. It's like we don't, it's like even though we are chess players, it's like during the Scorpio season, it's like we already know our moves. We already have our mind already set in line. We know it's Scorpio season. We go straight into our instincts. It's like we already know it. We already had it for the, ever since we were young and as children. But it's like into the Scorpio, and this Scorpio season is like, and not even saying Scorpio, I feel like this Scorpio season is extremely powerful, extremely strong, because I've been feeling like I've been standing up and taking strength for things that I haven't been able to face in years. Deep, close relatives, all types of jealousy, all types of hatred that used to really bother me, man. It used, because people don't understand. People think we just love warring, we just love being these war horses and going crazy and being to ourselves and being, no, we have to be like this. I be telling people, like, this is the real world. We're not living on in Disneyland. We're not living, I don't know what people think this is. People get too conditioned into whatever. But you got to understand, like, we already call it as we see it. We walking in the reality. You're gonna start seeing the highlights of his personality play out. It's like we already see it for what it is. It's like the stuff we take a stand on it. We standing on it. Like Scorpio season, we standing on it. We ain't just saying it. A lot of people be saying it. Oh, let me convince it to my Facebook friends I'm doing this. Let me convince it to this person I'm doing this. We not in it for that. We don't care who hate us. We don't care who love us. We don't care who against us. We standing on that. We live, die, eat, sleep, do this. We do the thing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making sense, we making it. We do whatever we put our mind to, or what we set to do in our purpose in our life. That's what we do. It's like, and to that point, it's like I don't care. We don't do stuff to make people mad. We don't do stuff to make people love us. We don't do stuff to make people like us. We don't do stuff to make people hate us. We do it because that's what we do. We do that because that's what we want to do. We're not doing it because it's gonna bring some type of popularity, make some type of somebody jolly and pat us on the back, like good, like, you clap like a seal, yeah. Oh, don't. Like, nah, I don't care about that. But if you support me and you real and you ride with me, you close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? You close to my heart, and it's gonna be felt. I ain't gonna have to look for it. You ain't gonna have to say nothing. You ain't gonna have to pretend nothing. It's gonna be there. It's gonna show. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is during the Scorpio season. It's like all the people that are attached to us are gonna be there. The people that are not gonna be there, they're gonna hate us the worst. The people that's gonna be close to us, they're gonna be close to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to pretend in order to fit in. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. We're not those individuals. He's not gonna be pretend to fit in type of individual. He's even as a young age, and a lot of y'all, I need to do one on Scorpio kids too, because a lot of y'all got Scorpio sons and Scorpio daughters, but y'all don't understand these children because they are so complex and they are so ahead of their time. Even with their immaturity and their youth, you're gonna start seeing these highlights of their personality during the Scorpio season. Like one of my friends, I gotta ask him if his son is Scorpio, because he said he been cutting up, he been acting up, he been staying out late. You know what I'm saying? He been getting into that Scorpio season. You're gonna start seeing them Scorpio children start acting up too. That Scorpio 13, 14-year old, he might start sneaking out. He might start looking at dirty girl magazines. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it thorough. I'm gonna keep it thorough with you. You're gonna start seeing your Scorpio teenager start, having the dirty girl video, had the freaky deaky videos under his bed. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start seeing that. You're gonna start seeing the real highlights of his personality. You're gonna have to start being able to come into full grips with reality, with what's going on around you. It's like we like to keep ourselves so distracted. But one thing about Scorpio, he brings things. Once you have a Scorpio enter in your life, a real, true, developed Scorpio, not no undeveloped Scorpio, certain Scorpio that keeps a bunch of people around him. I'm talking about a real stand on his own 2 feet, real like thorough. Don't have nobody like. Even at the hardest times, he's still himself, a real Scorpio. Like some people are certain ways because of certain materials they got or certain positions they got. But once you strip these titles off these people, once you strip certain things away from them, they are not like God body was God body before I was God body. You know what I'm saying? I was God body in 1992. I was God body in 2000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be God body in 2050 if I'm blessed to see it that long. You know what I'm saying? One thing about us, we are is in full circle who we are. We're not the type of people that people be like, oh, you change. No, the people change around us. Definitely, the people definitely drastically change around us. But one thing about us, we stand on who we are. We represent who we represent. We are who we are. We don't try to pretend or try to blend in to fit in. You know what I'm saying? We not those type of individuals. Let me see. Make sure y'all like too. I see a couple of y'all answer. Make sure y'all hit that like, cause I see a lot of y'all. I see a lot of y'all. Make sure y'all show that love and donate. I'm gonna put my links in. Cause I told you I'm gonna go into this for y'all, man. Sometimes I had these certain feelings. I had to start this video almost 3 times because I was just so off. Because one thing about the Scorpio season, it's like we can call it right on the head. It's like I knew it wasn't time for me to do the video yet. It's just something that just didn't feel right. I was just like, nah, it just ain't right yet. It just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. We feel stuff out. It's like one I see one person that said something that's very valuable is like, the actions, what I'm saying, speak as a language, and that's how we are. We see things like certain things are self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff a Scorpio will back away and get angry about is not because he's trying to be Mr. Mystery or Mr. Difficult or Mr. Heartbreaker or Mr. Dark Evil Man, Mr. Moody Man. None of that stuff. He's not. It don't have nothing to do with that. He's doing it because he's been trying to communicate with you through multiple ways, through multiple uh, expressions, through multiple conversations. It's just like I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It takes a special individual to deal with us, and it's like we know during the Scorpio seasons, we know it's like those people highlights. They are highlighted. It's like we don't have to pretend to make people fit in with it. It's like one thing about us. People show their colors so fast, they just reveal it to us. I don't know what it is. We don't even have to hardly say nothing to them. It's like something that we can look at a person a certain way and they just start telling us the truth. It's like even when I was a little kid, I told y'all, a grown man would come up and tell me everything about their problems. And I'm sitting here, I don't even have pubic hairs yet. And they telling me about all types of adult problems because I had that type of, you know, mindset. I had that type of calm. I had that type of spirit. I sat there and listened and shake my head, and ask them questions and be like on some old young. I was like a little old man, you know what I'm saying? So it was beyond. It was bound to come. And it's crazy. It's like they seen it before I seen it. Like they would tell me, yeah, you doing you got something. You gonna do something, and they always tell me when you get there, do this. And when you get, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just a little kid. I ain't gonna. I'm like, man, I'm too shy. I ain't gonna be able to stand up and talk to no people. I ain't gonna be able to reach out to no people and no people gonna listen to me or nothing like that. It's like they already foreseen it. One thing about Scorpio is like it's people around us that see it before we see it. It's like some people that come around us, they can feel it before we feel it. You know what I'm saying? They can know we gonna fly before we even got off the ground, before we even stepped off a blade of grass. The people around us know we gonna fly. So you're gonna start seeing during the Scorpio season, you're gonna start seeing people tell you and pinpoint you towards the direction you're supposed to be going to. It's like the chain of events is spiritually gonna push you into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? It's like things are going to start showing you who is there for you. Who's even if you already know who's there for you, it's going to start highlighting that person. Um, you know, attributes even more. It's going to start that person is going to be even more caring. You and that person is going to be even closer. If you were feeling that you was at odds with somebody and y'all weren't getting along, and you wasn't sure, you're gonna start realizing, hey, this person's not with me. This person's not there. You're gonna realize and during the Scorpio season, you're gonna start realizing the degree of hate that people have for you. You're gonna start realizing how intense it is. Because one thing about us, people don't just have fallouts with us. People grow to hate us. People hold all types of grudges against people. Say Scorpios are vindictive, and no, people reject us. People hold grudges against us. We just don't try to soften it up. We don't try to cushion it up. We don't try to sugar it and butter it up in order for things to fit into some type of false play. We don't try to Play-Doh relationships that don't fit and try to Play-Doh and try to squeeze into it like a tight, like a tight space. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If it don't fit, we ain't gonna try to fit into that. If they don't like us, we just probably gonna make you not like us more. If you love us, you gonna love us even more. It's gonna you're gonna feel the intensity. You're gonna feel the extremes of the relationships when you enter into Scorpio season. You're gonna start seeing, oh, this person really love me. Good gracious, this person really don't like me. You're gonna start seeing the highlights, the truth, because Scorpio is all about black and white truth. No color coding, no sugar coating, no extra butter, no extra butter, no sugar, not even the frosting, no sprinkles, no cherries on top, none of that stuff. You're gonna start seeing everything for boom right there. Who's with you? One thing about Scorpio, we don't have to adjust to Scorpio season because we're always in Scorpio season, but it's really Scorpio season because it's around our birthdays and people around us are going to feel what we feel all the time. It ain't like we are feeling something we never felt, learning something we never learned. We're just going to feel it into the intense, the utmost intense level of being a Scorpio. But the people around us are going to feel what we feel on an average basis. Y'all going to get a piece of what we always feel. The people around us are going to feel the passion. The people around us are going to feel the intensity of our energy. The people are going to see our strengths. Even if you're not around us, if we're not physically around you, people are going to start thinking about us. We're going to start coming into people's minds, not only because our birthday, but it's just our time. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand. One thing about Scorpio, we'll suffer for 17 years in a hellhole and blow up out of nowhere and do something people never thought we would do. People never thought I would speak up or have a certain voice because I always was an observer. I always was a listener because you have to be a listener and a learner before you become a speaker. You can't just wake up just being a speaker. You have to have teachers. You have to have mentors. You have to have wise men around you. You have to have older men from older times that teach you. I had to go through all those stages. I had to go through hell and back in order to make it the God body. Page. Let me see. Let me make sure I check this because I'm always putting it in all crazy. Y'all give me one. I'm gonna put in my link for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all show that love. Thank you so much. Let me get common water. Yeah, make sure your wrench up there. Sometimes stuff be all over the place. Hey, make sure I speak to y'all right quick. Show y'all some love. Hey, Miss Virgo Nation. Hey, Miss Isha Baby. Hey, Miss Mashari. Hey, Kayoya. Hey, Desiree Hodge. Hey, Wayne Jasper. What's going on? Hey, Brittany John. Hey, Posh K. Hey, Q. Common Waters 81. What's going on, brother? Hey, Wayne Jasper. Hey, Common Waters 81. Hey, Reflection in Progress. Hey, Miss Bubbly Pisces. Let me see what you talking about, Miss Bubbly Pisces. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat. I appreciate all the love. And make sure, and another thing, Miss Bubbly Pisces, up on the email. Y'all don't forget to hit me up on that email. Don't y'all come write me big stories and stuff. Cause I'm not this one. I told y'all Scorpio season, so I got to get straight to it. It ain't no playing around for these videos because I got to get straight to it. But y'all know I love y'all. But one thing you got to understand when you're dealing with us is everything's you're gonna start just like I told y'all. Everything's gonna start being right there. It's not gonna be like, oh, I gotta pretend this person like me, or oh, I gotta force this person to be close to me, or I gotta force this person to be. No, you don't gotta do that. It's like at a young age, I realized, oh, if I do this, maybe this person like me more. Maybe if I say this, maybe this person be cool with me. Maybe this family member treat me better if you look like this, or you dress like this, or you wear your hair like that. You realize that's when you're in that immature level. But when as you start to mature, you realize it don't matter how much you try to adjust yourself, or how much you try to pretend to be something else. You're just you're fighting a losing battle as you into to the more mature evolution stage where you start to understand. You're like, oh, I don't care. Like, this is what I like to wear. This is how I like to look. This is how I like to talk. This is what I stand for. Because we are not meant to be identical and spiritually. We're not meant to be spiritually identical. We're meant to have different personalities, different colors, different characteristics, different strengths, different weaknesses. I'm not supposed to be regurgitating what somebody else say. I'm not supposed to be. We learn from each other, pick up different things, but I'm not supposed to be identical to anybody else. None of us are identical. And one thing about us is we make the people that come around us, people realize we make people comfortable being themselves. They don't have to pretend when you around this person. So one thing you got to understand when you enter this season, you're gonna start seeing the highlights of everything. You're gonna start seeing like what's already there, what you already know. It ain't like stuff you didn't already know, but you're just gonna start seeing it in repetitive. Like it's almost like having a mentor call out the answers for you that you already knew. It's like you studying for a test that you studied for 8 weeks, but somebody just call out the questions to you just to make sure you got it. It's almost like a refreshing, like, okay, these people hate you. Okay, they love you. Okay, you got this strength. Okay, you got that strength. Okay, you need to tighten up on this. Okay, you need to strengthen up on that. Stuff we already know, but it's like it's gonna come to us like this. We're gonna start seeing it over and over and over till we get it. It's almost like everything's gonna be put into a certain repetition in order for us to get into full swing of who we are, full nature of who we are, our full creativity, our full personality. No plan, no pretending. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pretend, man. It's a lot of fake. A lot of people pretend. I'm not the type that's gonna pretend and be like, oh, let me be soft so this person can like me. Let me be weak so this person can like me. Let me pretend so this person can like me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna work. You just gonna end up being miserable. Or you gonna end up being bitter, being like, oh, this person. Nah, one thing we don't have when you deal with us, we don't have those problems because we know we're gonna live, we're gonna say what we mean, we're gonna be who we are, we're gonna be comfortable with who we are. We're not gonna pretend to be anybody else. We're not gonna act like anybody else, and that's why a lot of times we can walk away from the situation with our head held out. People like, how can you just walk away from a situation like that? How you can? It ain't like we didn't. We're not the type of people. People don't understand. Like people just don't understand. Like we give all the signs be right there. A lot of times we'll sit on things that we know it ain't gonna work. We know certain things ain't gonna work. We try to fit into certain things. But one thing about our personality is like fitting an ostrich into a bird cage. It's awkward as hell. It's uncomfortable. It looks uncomfortable outside looking in. Anybody that knows us, we just don't fit in the box. A lot of people are comfortable being in the box. A lot of people can stay in the box. You know what I'm saying? Musty, hot, whatever. A lot of people like being in the box. That's cool. But when you start talking about us as Scorpio, like you're gonna understand, like we straight to it. We straight intense. It ain't no Kool-Aid. And we not add no sprinkle. Just like I said, we ain't add no extra. We no sweet and low, no sugar. You getting straight gin. You getting the gin in the back of your granddaddy. We like gin in the back of your granddaddy closet that you ain't supposed to be drinking, and it burn your throat. Like we not. If you looking for a juicy juice, go find you a juicy juice individual. You're not getting a juicy juice. You getting straight dry gin. Or I'm like that's come from 1978. Like it's like we real straight to the core, straight original, straight intense. You know what I'm saying? We not these fake individuals. You're gonna start seeing like the full individualism of that person. You're gonna start seeing why this person sticks out. You're gonna start understanding why that person has such a profound impact, why that person has a certain permanence in your mind, why do that person make certain, because we make people, I don't know, it ain't like we looking for people, we don't try to go find people and ask people, oh, I want to be hated on, or I want people to be uncomfortable, or oh, I want to be this despised person. Who the hell wants to be despised? You know what I'm saying? So it's like people draw to us. It's like even as a young kid, I had to handle haters. It's always that one bully that want to come up on me and try to get up on me or try to be nasty with me. I'm like, I'm not even trying to go there, but because I have a certain calm about myself. But understand this: when you go into the season, you're gonna start seeing that into the full swing of things. You're gonna start seeing the full intensity, the full passion, the full darkness, the full um, strength in that personality. You're gonna understand why these individuals are natural born leaders, why these individuals are leaders of the pack. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh, I love him. He has a leadership, strong leadership qualities. He has this, he has that, he has dreams and aspirations, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, most people don't like that. Most people like, I want to see everybody achieve their dreams. But in actuality, people don't want to see you. They want to see you get to a certain point, but just not out. They don't want you to look different than them. They don't want you to be able to speak against them. They don't want you to outshine them. They don't want you to look different than them. They want you to put you into that box. You know what I'm saying? Into a miserable box. If you're not living in that miserable box, people will despise you. People will hate you. And a lot of people can't understand that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people in this life, they don't understand. They unhappy because they living in pretend. They live in a pretend world in a pretend life. You know, they're doing what they used to. They're doing what they've been conditioned to do. They doing what they always been doing. They doing what they family been doing for generations, and they not gonna go outside their box. And that's just and they happy with that. But when you're dealing with us, we wear our own shoes. We wear our own, even if they dusty slippers, we wear our own shoes. I'm not wearing, I don't care if it's Brooks Brothers, I'm not stuffing my feet in nobody else's shoes. I'm wearing my own shoes. You know, even if they dusty Michael Jackson Scarecrow from the Wiz looking shoes, we gonna wear those until they wear out, until we wear the soles out of them, cause they mine, and I can wear those. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason when you talk about Scorpio, that's why we have our own, even if we have a family full of brothers and sisters, cousins or whatever, we have our own thing. We have our own personality. We got our own people. We got our own friends. We got our own beliefs. We have our own aspirations. We like have our own stories. Like sometimes you know how you got those certain people be like, oh yeah, he used to hang out with such and such. Yeah, I know him. He used to be. That's what you call it, son. I know him. That's such and such from. Cause he used to hang out with them and this person. No, when you talk about people talk about God, they gonna remember the God. They gonna remember me. Like it's people that know me since 1990 that haven't seen me. That they can see me today and be like, "Is that you?" It's just like we just have this distinct permanence personality about us. You're gonna start seeing, and this how like this season gonna be, it's gonna be very distinct, it's gonna be very original, it's gonna be very exuberant, it's gonna be just full of life, it's gonna be very um energetic, you know. And one thing is I tell y'all that's weird, this outside the thing, but don't y'all know how when you be want people and I don't know, they probably can hear me now, but I don't you know me, I don't care. But you know how when you want people to be around you and you beg for people to be around you and you want them to help you, you want them to be a part of something, they will almost run away from you. They will do everything to not help you. They will push you to the side. They will leave you for dead. But when you finally get to build the confidence and realize your own inner strength and you realize your own passions, you realize the gift that God gave you, it seemed like everybody want to attach themselves to you. Then everybody was a big supporter of you. Everybody was there. Everybody seen it from the get go. It's like, oh really? You right. Like, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna start seeing that Cause I'm going in. Y'all make sure y'all like. I don't know how much minutes y'all like, but I appreciate all the love. Hey, Miss Desiree Hodge. I know there's a lot of y'all in here. Let me see. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Brittany John. Let me see. Uh, Cause one thing about us, man, we realize that you gotta do this on your own. Cause most of the people, even the people that said that I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna ride with you to the end. I got your back. That be the same one that try to take your head off your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? That be the same one that be the first one to hate you. You got to be able to wear your own shoes and wear your and be able to understand that shoot. A lot of people they gonna fall off. They gonna be like, man, f you. Man, I don't like you no more. I ain't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to support. I don't want to help you no more. I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to be cool with you no more. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to wear your own licks. Cause a lot of times you gonna be dolo. You gonna be by yourself. You be left by yourself to fend for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't stand by themselves. That's why a lot of people don't know themselves. You know what I'm saying? When you deal with us, we gonna bring you into that world. We gonna bring you into that comfort of being yourself. You gonna learn to understand yourself. You gonna start into this season. You gonna start seeing things like, okay, I like certain things. Just like I told y'all into the season, you're gonna start being like, well, okay, I learned that this lesson made sense. I didn't understand it at first, but now I understand why I went through these situations. I understand why I went through this obstacle because if I didn't go through this obstacle, I wouldn't be that. If I It's just like a practice. It's just like a strong player. If he don't hit that weight room and hit that gym, he ain't gonna be strong in the game. They gonna tear him up. He gonna get knocked out and he gonna be put to sleep and somebody gonna be putting smelling salt near his nose to wake him up. But only the strong player that put his body through hell, that put his body through training, that that does a lot of stuff by itself. That's the one that's gonna make it. The ones that get thrown to the side. That's why a lot of the underdogs they make it because they have to put that extra time in. They have to. They don't have no other choice. We don't. You don't have no choice when you stand on your own. When you stand in the it's not people think oh life hates oh this is bad life hates me and all this stuff but realize this is your testimony, this is your story. I made a comment one time like you living out your story. You know what I'm saying? So make every chapter count, and that's our motto. We make every chapter counts. It don't. It ain't gonna say in the book. Okay. Oh, people hated me while I was writing this book. You don't. It ain't no side notes like that. Like okay, people hated me while I was writing this book. My feelings hurt while I'm writing this book. I ain't gonna write it. I ain't gonna complete it because people don't like me. I ain't gonna write this masterpiece because people don't support me. I ain't gonna do nothing and strive and be myself because people hate me. Like it don't work like that. This is your testimony. This is your story. This is your story. It don't it is not at the end of the day, you not even none of that stuff is gonna matter how people felt about you, how people thought about you. Ain't none of that stuff gonna matter. This is your story. You have to illustrate. You are the illustrator and you are the artist. So you have to write it out one line at a time. You have to illustrate it the way you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So I know I come out with a lot of stuff with y'all, but y'all got to understand when you're dealing with Scorpio, man, you got to understand you deal with a man of many different elements and many different colors. You know, I be like people don't understand, man. Like I could like even when we seem like we in our own world, like I see everything. Like people don't understand. Like it seemed like some creepy stuff, and I ain't trying to be funny. Like I can see everything. I see when people eavesdropping on me. I see when people being nosy. I see when people sneak dissing me. I see when people are plotting against me. I see when people hate me. I see when people can't stand me. I can see when people wear painted smiles. I can see when people pretending to be dumb. I can see when people play dumb. I see this. I'm not oblivious. We're not these individuals that play oblivious. We just are we're focused. We're not oblivious. I'm focused. I'm not in my own world. I'm in the real world. I'm focused. I'm just not paying attention. I'm not. I'm not making you the main objective of my focus. Just because I'm not calling it out and getting all in the way, it don't. Why would I do that? Because it's not going to take any effect of what I'm doing. I'm going to keep marching on regardless. I'm gonna keep propelling towards where I want to go regardless. You need somebody the cheerleader in your corner. I'm used to not having nobody in my corner. I'm used to taking on the extra load. You know what I'm saying? It's just always been that way. When you come from a situation where you don't have no older siblings, you don't have a this person, that person, this mentor, that mentor. You start becoming and seeing highlight your inner strengths. So you see your weaknesses. You see where things could be stronger. You start because you look at yourself. A lot of people live through behind their parents, live behind this job, live behind this money, live behind that car, live behind this house, live behind my dog, live behind my cat, live behind live behind my gerbil and the bird and the damn parrot. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Where is your spirit at? Who are you as an individual? Where are you destined to go? What are your dreams? What grinds your gears? What do you like to eat? You know what I'm saying? Not because what somebody else told you or what you were programmed to do. Where are you trying to go? You know what I'm saying? Whew, I gave y'all a little something today. I threw it in there for y'all. So y'all make sure y'all show that love, man. I love y'all because I had to do something for y'all. Cause people be like, oh, one Scorpio told me, he like, man, don't tell all our secrets. Don't tell all the secrets. But I like, bro, you know how we are. It's like I could do 1,000 of these videos and I haven't even gave y'all volume one. This not even volume one. People think like, oh, I know so much about him. I watch all his videos. I be hearing, I be listening and all that. But this is not even a chip off the iceberg. I'm not even. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. I'm not even giving y'all, and I'm giving y'all way more jewels than you usually would get in most people videos. This is nothing. This is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 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 way too many layers. Most people are one dimensional. Most people are third dimensional. But you got to understand, we multi dimensional. Like I can look at stuff and just listen to somebody and it's just the answers right there. Like okay, he's a buffoon. Okay, he's self indulgent. Okay, he's a prick. Okay, he's a stick in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like like one dude was talking about spiritual stuff. Then next minute he's talking about some other crazy stuff. I'm like, okay, he's a hypocrite that don't know what he's talking about. It's like we avoid a lot of stuff and avoid a lot of problems, even though we have our wars and I have our problems with individuals. It's like we see the obvious. It's like certain things we see is like right there. You don't have to tell us, you know what I'm saying? It's right there. We don't have to, it don't have to be a sign, a big old sign or something. Matter of fact, Isha, baby, I'm gonna give you a wrench too, Isha, baby, because you you here all the time. You see, I see you here a lot. Cause I usually see Taya. She probably busy. Um, Yulia. It's certain people. It's certain some of y'all I don't see that much like that. I don't know. I'm about to rearrange my moderators because I don't see Yulia like that. I don't see a couple people like that. And it's like stuff like that. I understand, because just like one thing people think like, oh, these people like this my friend, or this my homeboy, this my homegirl. Like I be like, really? You think so? For real? Okay. Time will tell. Time definitely will tell. You know what I'm saying? Cause people change like the weather. People would change like the weather. I don't care if y'all came out the I don't care if y'all fell out the same tub together. People will change on you like the weather. And that's the harsh reality most people can't face. Most people ain't gonna be with you. Most people that you started out with ain't gonna understand you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure y'all like. I love y'all. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure you show love, like. Make sure you donate if you can. I love y'all. I appreciate all the love. You know, all my brothers, Nate, everybody, slap, half fast. Thank you so much, all lady. Big kiss. I love y'all. I appreciate it from bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, cause I be having so much. I don't do it just to be like be seen, or even get donations or nothing like that. Like I can't really help it. It's like it's embedded in me. Like and if you ask any Scorpio that's really more outward, especially if they are very expressive. It's like we can't help it. Like we have to stand on what we stand for. When we very passionate and very strong about it, we feel very strongly about it. We not these weak individuals that sit and pretend and blend in. And you know what I'm saying. Y'all make sure y'all like. Hold on, let me make that. See, y'all got to make me cut up a little bit, cause I be telling y'all, I be just saying it and just saying it. Y'all just be looking. Some of y'all just be like, y'all know how some people is nowadays, especially when you talk to them. That you be talking to them and be talking to them, they just like, it's like, hello, 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 hello. Is anybody home? You know what I'm saying? Face be monotone as hell. No soul, no spirit, no nothing. Like, is the batteries need recharging? Okay, you don't have no soul. Do your batteries need recharging? Do you need more brainwashing? Because you need some energy. You need something. You need some milk. Let me see. Let me. I'm gonna put my. A lot of people don't even have something just like this fat girl I be seeing on the cash register, face all balled up, like somebody give a dog on. Don't nobody care your face all balled up. You got an attitude. Don't nobody give a damn about your balled up face and you having an attitude. You just look ugly. You just make yourself look ugly than you already is. It's like people crazy now. Make sure you like the video. It's like certain things, like it gets so strong with us. It's like we can look at a person, be like, I don't even want to walk in the store, because it's like we can feel certain energies. Like nah, it ain't no good. I ain't going in there. It ain't no good. I can feel negativity. They be like, this family member coming over, this person coming over. If you know it's gonna be a certain circumstance, like we not even gonna try to get in the picture. We not even gonna try to hang out. We are not gonna paint a picture that's not there. We're not gonna create something that doesn't exist. We're not gonna fit in anything that is awkward and uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Cause it's either one way or another. Either you can be a soldier, or you gonna be a Girl Scout. Either you gonna be a warrior, or you a cheerleader. Either one or the other. And most of these dudes out here is some damn Girl Scouts and cheerleaders on Facebook, riding another man Johnson, on Instagram kissing another man hand pipes, and call yourself a grown man, and you care about this. I mean, a lot of these dudes, man, they have all this and that material. Don't get it twisted. People be wanting what other people got. Man, you don't know what that person did to get what they had to have. You don't know what type of favors they had that people left them to get what they had to get to. So don't even get twisted in that, because what's meant for you is gonna come for you if you set yourself and stay focused, and put what you got to do down for your destiny, for your life. It's gonna come. All that material stuff is gonna come. The money, clothes, whatever, that stuff is gonna come to you, because you're gonna be blessed. It's gonna be a blessing. It's gonna be blessed to you. You put in what you got to put in. It don't matter. It don't matter what nobody say. It don't matter what bros say, or what mom say, or what dad say. It's like you got to stand on what the Lord says. Where your destiny is. Your purpose wasn't for your not even for yourself. It's not even for your own purpose. You are not created for nobody else's purpose. You have your own destiny. Like they have their destiny. They have the choice to live their life like you want to live your life. You know what I'm saying? You trying to force yourself into being into squares that you don't fit in, when you are. Why you trying to fit into a square when you are meant to be a star? Why you trying to fit into a circle when you are a star? When you shine like a star. You see what I'm saying? Do that simplified things for y'all a little bit. You can't a star can't fit in nobody's circle. A star can't fit in no tight ass square where you can't even breathe in, where you can't be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got that. It got to fly. It got to soar. You know what I mean? It got to go to the. It got to go to the sky, beyond the sky. You know what I'm saying? To the universe, and be sprinkled upon the universe for the world to see. Can't stay in no box. Can't fit in nobody's social circles. Cause you're not in the box type of person. You are not in the circle type of person. You are an individual. You know what I'm saying? You are an individual. You have a destiny that's beyond that's greater than that. Greater than blending in, fitting in. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like. I appreciate all the love. Uh y'all make sure y'all support. I love y'all so much. Thank you. And I love y'all. Be peaceful. Make sure I got so much coming for y'all. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do the cancer, all about the cancer. I'll probably do that later on in a little bit, but I haven't forgot. You know what I'm saying? I'll have another one. I'm gonna be throwing them at y'all this weekend, so y'all just stay tuned. And I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot coming for y'all. Don't just stay tuned and look out for me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. Thank you. Peace out.